was a palpable sense of relief at the UEFA headquarters as Barcelona managed to avoid the bracket of death. The draw ensures like heavyweights such as PSG, Chelsea, Manchester City, and Real Madrid are concentrated on the opposite side of the bracket. This tactical separation means a potential Clásico or a match against Luis Enrique pretty much impossible until the final in Budapest. Also, I have news from Germany. Hansi Flick has requested a new explosive left back who could end Alejandro Balde's as a full-time starter. Plus a heartbreaking truth of Robert Lewandowski's slump and the crazy €40,000 fine inside Hansi Flick's locker room. You are watching FC Barcelona Central, bringing you all the latest news from your squad. So if you want all the latest tips and news from your club, make sure you subscribe to the channel and like this video. Hansi Flick's squad returns to Newcastle, the site of the 1-2 victory earlier this season. While Barca has a positive record in Northern England, the Newcastle side is a formidable threat. Anthony Gordon is currently the second highest scorer in the Champions League with 10 goals, only behind Kylian Mbappe, who has 13. They predominantly use a 4-3-3 style, but they have shown the flexibility of a 4-2-3-1 in a 4-1-4-1 system. Also, they rely heavily on the physical presence of their striker Nick Woltenmade and a creative brain of Sandro Tonali. And in the injury list, Barca will be without Frankie de Jong and Gavi. However, Newcastle faces also almost the same issues. They will be without the midfield engine and the veteran defender. Should Barcelona progress to the quarterfinals, they will face either Atletico Madrid or Tottenham. It is important to know that if Barca would lose the home field advantage in both quarterfinals and semifinals, meaning playing the second leg at home. They will not have that advantage. They will play at home on the first leg. If they reach the final four, they will face survivors of the Bodo Glimt, Sporting, and Bayer Leverkusen, and Arsenal. It seems like Arsenal is the biggest threat in this side of the bracket, alongside with Atletico Madrid. With the first leg being scheduled on March 10 and 11, the same week that the presidential elections are happening. The stakes could not be any higher for this Barcelona project, given that we have a Barcelona elections that same very week. Now let's talk about the left back debacle. Alejandro Balde was an untouchable, but after being benched against Girona and Levante, the alarms are ringing. Impossible substitutes are coming up. According to Bild, a German newspaper, Barca is targeting Nathaniel Brown from Frankfurt. At 22, he's a breakout star of La Liga. Flick is a huge fan and has personally asked for him, bringing a total left back who is a fast, offensive, and already has hunt us in the UEFA Champions League with an assist. Be warned, Manchester City and Liverpool are also calling. Is Brown the competition that Balde needs, or is Flick just looking to replace him entirely? Let me know your thoughts in the comment about what would you do on the left back. On to the number 9. Robert Lewandowski has been struggling with only 13 goals in 31 games. Far from the Pichichi form that we know. Remember that his contract ends in June, and at nearly 38, his future in Barcelona looks cloudy. Polish journalists have revealed that Lewandowski is confused and have caught cursing in Polish when Flick subbed him out against Levante. While he has a multi-million-dollar offers from Saudi Arabia and apparently Chicago Fire, his family has been reportedly happy in Barcelona and they do not want to leave. The challenge, well, he believed that if he scored 10 goals before the end of the season, or 10 more goals before the end of the season, Deco and Flick will offer him a renewal. Can he do it? We'll see. He definitely is going to have a lot of chances. And in another note, Pedri and Ferran Torres gave an interview a few days ago and gave us a hilarious look inside the Hansi Flick locker room. Flick, the discipline is pretty intense. He doesn't play around. If you're about 10 minutes late on match day, you have to pay 40,000 euro fines. They also shared their diet secrets. Ferran Torres does intermittent fast until 2 p.m. But on match day, it's a party. They eat everything, especially white chocolate waffles for energy. And one more thing, they asking about if they will sign anyone from Real Madrid. Both agree that they will sign Kylian Mbappe. Honest, very honest. Kylian Mbappe, it is one of the best strikers in the planet right now. And that's pretty much it for what I have before moving on into this weekend. Quick news, big games, big fines, and big goals. For this La Liga round 26, we are going to be facing Villarreal earlier on the day before the siesta. At Spotify Camp Nou, while Real Madrid is going to be hosting Getafe on Sunday. We play on Saturday, they play on Sunday. We are ahead in the table by 1 point against Real Madrid. Also, Atletico Madrid is still at 4, and they are our rival for the second leg of the Copa del Rey semi-final. They are facing Real Oviedo on Real Oviedo's turf. We'll see what's going to come out of this. Up until now, there is no new latest injuries or scratch for the game tomorrow, but we will stay tuned. I'll give you a honest and my recap of the game against Villarreal and the game against Getafe, and hopefully the table for La Liga stays the same with Barcelona being on top. I will get back to you on the next video. Until next time, and as always, Visca Barça.